Okay, so what are some things you like to do in your
Well,
spare time?
that's just it. I've spent my whole life working, and that was, well, my sister told me that was my whole identity. And now that I'm not working, I don't have any identity. I used to like to do horses and stuff, but again, because of the physical problems, I can't really ride and show horses like I used to do. So I just feel like because of the physical issues that I can't, everything that I did like to do, and working was the big one, I can't do it.
And you worked with kids.
The last 8 years, yes. And with before that, it was home health and nursing homes. But it's where my self worth came from, I guess. And I feel like since I'm not working, I'm worthless.
Do you have a big family?
No, not at all.
Do you have any children?
2, and they each have 2 kids.
Do you get to see them a lot?
I actually have a brand new, as of July 26th, great grandchild.
Oh, wow.
And my grandson had a little boy.
You seem to smile more when you start talking about your family.
Yeah. But the kids, debatable. The grandkids and great grandchild, they're very special, very special. And my nephew, great nephew actually. All of the children are very, very important. So I do try to do what I can for them. Like maybe if they need to go to practice or they need to ride to a dance or something like that, I do try to do that, and that makes me feel useful. But for the most part, I just don't feel useful.
Besides your family and your great nephew, is there anything else that makes you happy?
My pets.
Your pets?
Yeah.
So you could volunteer at an animal shelter?
That might be a good idea.
If you like animals? So
I do. And that could be, just like passing out food or water or something like that. I could do that.
And you wouldn't probably be able to walk the dogs or anything, but you could go up, pass out food, give blankets, probably fold towels.
I can clean. The ones in cages, I can clean.
That might be something just to give you something to do throughout the week instead of just sitting at home and isolating.
Right. Yeah, that probably would. And I know they really need help too.
Yeah, the animal shelters do. And would you like me to get you the number to the local animal shelter here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just maybe a couple of the neighboring ones.
Okay.
Because of where I live, I'm just as close to one county as I am the other, really.
So you could do some at one couple days and some at the other.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too overwhelmed.
Right.
Because we don't want you hurt.
Right.
But we got to get you out of this isolation.
Yes. And I have to learn, I guess, to find value in myself that is not specifically career related.
Because at one point we all are going to have to retire, and you got to find something that makes you happy.
Yeah, I know it was really difficult for my dad. He was truly, once he retired, he was never the same.
Is that where you got your work ethic at?
Oh my gosh, yes. And your whole identity is around work.
Mm-hmm. That is very interesting.
And I think when he retired, that I think if he were more verbal, I think he would express the same thing I'm expressing. That was his value, his self identity, everything was work. And I just saw a difference in him. He did like to play golf, but he wasn't very good, so I didn't like it too much. But he didn't. I see him in me. He didn't really have any real interests or hobbies because everything was always work related, and that's where I feel like I'm at.
So when he retired, golf was his hobby.
To some extent, and really nothing. He really had nothing. You know?
Some people love work and love what they do.
Right. I did. And it was real. I mean, I would have worked till I checked it in the nursing home the next day, but I just wasn't. Like I said, because of the physical injuries, I was afraid I would hurt someone. And it's not worth it. I mean, it'd be pretty selfish to keep trying to work knowing that the child's running towards the door that goes outside and you can't catch him.
Right.
Or you're picking up this little girl that already has so many health issues. And, you know, my shoulder will dislocate. And what if I hurt her? I couldn't live with myself, you know. So it's kind of a forced situation. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but it was something for my health, which my doctor told me about 4 years ago that I needed to quit. I kept on for another 2 years. But, you know, you can't. It's just difficult when you're in a situation where you are forced to have to retire. I don't want to, but I have to. For my health and for the patients.
So what my plan is, we are going to get you the numbers to the animal shelter.
Okay.
We will meet again next week. I will give you his numbers.
Okay.
You can try it out. If it doesn't work, we'll come up with another plan.
Could we maybe just explain to them that there are some limitations, and maybe they could tell me what I could do safely. Now, I could walk the little dogs that don't pull and jerk real hard. And I could, you know, take care of kitties. Like the bigger dogs, you know, that pull and tug, that might be a problem because of the shoulder. But I can do laundry, good Lord.
Well, we'll get you the numbers. We're gonna, we'll set you up a treatment plan here, and you know, maybe also start a journal. When you do go to the animal shelter, how does it make you feel after you are putting in, you know, some volunteer work? Maybe do a journal entry a couple times a week as well, if you'd like. If not, we'll come up with something else.
I think that would probably be a good idea. Each time I go, I probably need to write down how it made me feel.
Because then you could maybe, you know, get more people to volunteer, you know, and then we'll find you something else if this doesn't work, because we don't want you to isolate. We want you to be happy. We want you to find something after, you know, work's ended.
Yeah. And I think it's, you know, that's why I asked you about your age, is that, you know, I'm a lot older, and you will face this at some point in time too. So that's something for you to think about.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm really glad that we got to meet. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get it, write your treatment plan up.
Okay.
Get you to look over it. Make sure it's, you know, what you want, not just what I want. Because, you know, we want this about you, not about me.
It is about me. I'm here because I need your help.
So we will get you the numbers. Call them. Ask them, you know, what are good days that you need me to come down and help. You know, tell them about your problems. You know, I can't do this. So they're going to work with you because they need volunteers. And then we will set up a time next week to meet after you have volunteered a couple days.
Okay.
And then we'll go on. We can meet weekly. And then once you feel like you're getting back in the swing of things, we can start meeting monthly.
Okay.
Whatever's good for you is good for me. We are here to help you, not hinder you.
Right. I understand that.
Well, I appreciate you coming in, and I'll get you those numbers for you.
Oh, please do.